Hi everybody, Don Giannatti, lighting-essentials.com and project52prosystem.com. I'm going to talk a little bit about passion because I'm a consultant. I work a lot with photographers, emerging photographers, and I do free consultations, and a lot of the times these days I'm hearing about how passionate the photographer is about their work. They'll tell me, Don, I'm really passionate about this work, and the photography is my passion, and I'm good with that. I think that's a good thing to have. Passion. It's a fantastic thing to have when you want to be a photographer because passion is a big part of what we do. I don't think you can be a photographer without being passionate at all. And so when someone says, "Oh, white spot on my hat there," someone says, Don, I'm passionate, I'm a photographer, I'm like, duh, yeah, I know, because you're a photographer. You got to be passionate to be a photographer. But I'm not really interested in your passion because, like I say, that's a given. Being passionate is a given. What I want to know is, how good are you at persevering? How good are you at pushing through? How good are you at keeping your commitments? How good are you at being a self-starter? And how much pain can you take? Because you're jumping into a business that you're passionate about. I got that. But it's going to bring you a lot of pain. You're going to have months where you make a lot of money. You're going to have months where you don't make any money at all. You're going to have some in the middle. You're going to have tax issues. You're going to have health issues. You're going to have competition issues. You're going to have clients that treat you like crap. You're going to have people that you counted on stab you in the back. Loyalty is a rare commodity. And so when you find it, embrace it, pay it back. It's a real hard business being an entrepreneur, because being a photographer is being an entrepreneur. That's what we're talking about here. It's a real hard thing, and it's going to bring you a lot of pain. It's going to bring you challenges that you're not going to have in most any other kind of, job where you go to work for somebody. Maybe you go to work for somebody who's a jerk. I know this is going to come as a shock to a lot of y'all, but there are jerks out there. Yeah. Anyway, you go to work for a jerk. Make your life miserable going to work every day. And you get sick and you think, oh man, I'm sick, but I don't want to call in and this guy's a jerk. I don't want to call in sick. Yeah, wait till you're the boss of you. See how often you call in sick. You think he's a jerk? You ain't met a jerk until you start working for yourself because you don't call in sick. You don't call in because it's your kid's birthday. You don't call in because the little one has the sniffles. You go to work. You don't work 8 hours. My philosophy is if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you pick, you work half a day. You choose your day and say your time, and you say, I'm going to work a half a day. Whichever 12 hours that comes to for you. Because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of pain. So your passion is great. We get this passion, we get this flame, and we go, oh, we took a picture and we just think, man, that's it. That's a cast me out right there. That is the ticket. And then somebody doesn't like it, or your client doesn't like it, or your partner doesn't like it, or what have you. And then we feel that little tug and we go, oh, that sucks. I thought it was good. Can you persevere through that? Are you a self-starter? Because if you want a lot of pain, don't be a self-starter. See, self-starters build their portfolios when they're not working. And when they are working, they still build their portfolios. Self-starters are never at a loss for a photograph, ever. They never say, oh man, I just don't know what to photograph. See, I have this burning passion to be a photographer, but I don't, it's just not moving me today. See how the passion is like, who gives a damn? You got to make a picture today. Passion is great. It gets you from here to that front door of the world. But you got to definitely climb through that with perseverance, commitment, honesty, integrity, professionalism, and the desire to push through more pain in business than many people, than most people are willing to do. I heard someone say recently, you know, in my town, nobody wants to pay for photographs. Okay? Let's just examine that on the face of it for a moment, shall we? Must suck be there, right? Nobody wants to pay for photographs. The only way you could possibly know that nobody wanted to pay for photographs is if you went and showed your photographs to every single client or possible client in your town. Every one. Not a few. Not like, oh, I showed my book last week to 4 people and I didn't get a job. Nobody wants to pay. Well, what do you say to the people who are getting paid? They're getting paid. They're shooting today. Today, you're sitting home and whining because of that pain. The pain of rejection. I didn't get chosen. Well, they did. They're getting paid. They're making a living. They're getting it done. They forced through the pain of showing their book to people who said no. They just kept pushing through. I just can't imagine sitting across from a life-changing situation and realizing that what you're going to have to do now is you're going to have to tell yourself that the reason you failed in your life, the reason you didn't get it done in your life, was you couldn't push through the pain. You couldn't get it done, couldn't push through the pain of showing your book to somebody. You couldn't push through the pain of rejection. Now, rejection is hard for people. Like, I don't want to be rejected. So what? You were rejected? This is a pain point for you? You need to grow tougher skin, because one thing that I can guarantee you about rejection is it's with us all the time, constantly, from the time you're young to the time you die. You're going to be rejected all the time. So you learn to live with it. You learn to absorb that pain. Nobody likes it, but maybe you just give up worrying about it and you give up being hurt by it. If you want to work in your town and you have a good portfolio, because that's a given, that is a given. I'm not talking, you got 5 pictures of a duck in a pond, but you're real happy because you shot it on your new Sony and it's really sharp. Those ducks are sharp, really sharp. Sharp. As if that has anything at all to do with photography. But if that's your thing, and you've shown those duck pictures to somebody and they go, yeah, well, we're kind of looking for somebody to shoot our restaurant menu, and those ducks look like they're still floating, so that's not going to worry you. Oh, nobody wants to pay. You're right. Nobody wants to pay for crap. Nobody wants to pay for the same as the other guys. Nobody wants to pay someone who's not passionate enough to demand they pay more. So your passion that you told me about, that passion should be getting you out the door, getting you in the car, on your motorcycle, on your bike, on your skateboard, I don't know, with your book in your hand. Well, Don, nobody sees people anymore. Make it happen. Just make it goddamn happen. Just go out and show people your work. Don't come back and tell me, well, I couldn't because, nobody's looking. Somebody was looking. They just weren't looking at you. Turn that passion into action. And then we can talk about it, because it's a cool thing to have. It's a cool thing to work with. But passion by itself, dime a dozen. A lot of passionate people driving for Uber. A lot of passionate people flipping pancakes. Not that there's anything wrong with either of those professions. If you're a pancake flipper, flip them like a mad mother. Be good at it. You may have a passion for it,